Hello and welcome. So let's get started today. In our previous lesson, we learned how to basically install Windows clients and then we also saw that how can we basically join a computer to Azure AD or connect it to Azure AD. So basically now if you click on the start menu, you go to settings. In here, you will see that I do have this option accounts. And on this account, if you click on work access in here, basically you okay, so it is not yet joined. So in here you can see that on the sign in on the your account option, we do basically will see that in your account option we will see the Saitkawa's account, which was the account that we were using. All right, so it in this lesson we are gonna go and see how can we add a computer to Azure AD. If you remember, in when we did not have Azure AD or Cloud Active Directory system, we were basically joining it to local domain of the company, where we had Active Directory servers and we were joining it to them, right? But in here, our focus is all cloud. And we're gonna see that how can we join a computer to Azure Active Directory if it is not. All right, so the very first thing that we did when we were connecting this computer, we basically connected it with the Office 365. That's why now when you try to sign in, you can sign in with Saitkawa, and Saitkawa is a user that is in my Office 365 tenant. So any account that you have, you will be able to log in on this computer as long as you are on the same tenant, same Office 365 tenant. All right, so that is one thing that you may want to consider. All right, so yeah, my VirtualBox is slow. It's taking time to load. So in here you can see that as Kawa at ktrains88 on Microsoft, you can see that it is basically in there, which is a good sign. I can click on work access, and in here you can see that I do not have it in here. You see I have join or leave Azure AD. So let's see what option do we get in here. So in here, whenever I click join or add Azure AD, you can see that it is already joined to Azure AD domain, because that's how we are basically logging in to this computer, right? So you are logging in with Ktrain's account, and you can see that when I want to join it to the Azure AD domain, it's basically bringing me in here, telling me, hey, you are already joined. You don't need to join because you are already joined to that Ktrain's domain. So we are joined. In this lesson or in this video, we will see how can we now download and install Office applications. Okay, so if I click here, if I try to click on all apps, you can see that I don't have much of the applications in here that I need, right? So I want Teams, I want OneDrive, I want different applications for Office 365. So how do we do that for a end user? All right, so how do we do it for a user? You simply go to Internet Explorer or Edge or any browser and type office.com. So in here, I don't know, my computer is slow. So office.com. So in the office.com, you will basically be able to sign in with the user account, that has a license. Okay, the license is very important. If you don't have a license for E3, E5, E1, or business standard, business premium, you will not be able to um, download any applications because you don't have a license. So when you type office.com, you will click on sign in, and in here you will see that it is trying to log in. Saitkawa. See how good it is. I didn't have to type the password. I didn't have to type the password to log in to office.com. Why? Because this machine is joined to Azure AD, and now I don't have to type password all the time. If I want to go to Office 365, Saitkawa doesn't need to type the password anymore because now we are joined to Azure AD, and Azure AD is authenticating it because the password we are using in the login screen. So see, I don't have to type password all the time anymore. That is the great thing about Azure AD. So now I can click on install software, and once I click on install software, it will take me to portal.office.com, and in here you can say install Office. Alright, so install Office. Now it is going to start downloading, and we can say run. So this will install Excel, Access, PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, Outlook, Teams, and what else? OneDrive, all those applications. It will download them all at once. So that is how you do it when you work in companies. So whenever you work for a company, a user have a new computer or doesn't have any Office applications, you will always go to portal.office.com, sign in with that user account, and then install. Now you see it is downloading and installing everything for me. What is the condition? The condition is that you need to have the license assigned, because if you don't have a license, you will not be able to download and use any of these applications. So that's how you basically download and install them. So let's just wait and see. Alright, so as you can see, the installation is completed, and it's gonna do its final things. And there you go. Office is now installed. Alright, so if I minimize now and I click on start menu, and in here if I click on basically all apps, you will see that Access is new, Excel is new, OneNote is new, Outlook is new, PowerPoint, and everything. So here, let's get started with Outlook. So we are going to start with Outlook and see what options we have. In our next class, what we will do is we will basically send an email from one tenant to another. So we will see how does that work when you have Outlook configured. Alright, so how do you start up with Outlook? So if you click on Outlook, this is basically what is Outlook? Outlook is an application that you use for emails, right? So it is a client application that you use for an email. So basically in here you can see that it is supposed to all right, it is supposed to do its thing, but seems like um, I was expecting no password here, but seems like it is asking for it. Let me see here. Okay, give me a sec because my mouse is not working. Alright, I'm gonna quickly restart my VirtualBox. Reset. Not reset. Where did it go? Yeah, that's a little bit slow for me today.